Sanity. I think it's a sane suspension by the NHL. Nazem Kadri has been suspended for the rest of the first round between the Bruins and the Leafs. And here's why. Now, Kadri and DeBrusk really hate each other. It's one of those things. It's Billy Smith, Tiger Williams of this generation. They really don't like each other. So, what the NHL is saying here is, all right, Kadri doesn't do this if they're against the Islanders, if they're against anybody but the Bruins. The Bruins, he hates them, and he really hates DeBrusk. And odds are, and this makes sense to me, that he probably said in his own defense, hey, look, they were agitating. They were doing a lot of crap too. The referees let it get out of control. I lost my cool. Won't happen again. There's just something with the Bruins. I don't like them. They don't like me. And that's just how it is. And the NHL, Department of Player Safety, hopefully heard this argument and said, yeah, that makes sense. And it does. It does. Now, what this means is, now for people who are going to say, well, what does it do with Boston? It means that for Jake DeBrusk, who was in on a few incidents there that were not suspension worthy, and I know people are going to get mad at me for saying they're not suspension worthy. I'm going to stop trying to be nice, because when I tried to be nice after the last game, I still got all the downvotes and all the hate thrown at me because I cheer for the Bruins. So forget it. That while DeBrusk did a lot of prickish things during the game, absolutely 100%, this is what they were aiming for. This is kind of what the Bruins knew they could do. We can needle Nazem Kadri enough, and he'll blow a gasket, and then we don't have to see him for a while. And this is something with Nazem that he should be mature enough right now to take a number. As Brian Burke said, you take a number. Guy does something, you just go, all right, I'm going after number 72. Not right now. This is an important game. We're only down by 2. We're on a comeback. I scored the first goal. I can be a part of the positive change, and I can go out there and we can come back, tie this game, win in overtime, and then maybe at the start of game 3, I can square off and say, hey, you want to go? And they go. Last night, a good example of that is Kane and Reeves, right? Evander Kane, Ryan Reeves square off in the game, and they have a fight. And there's a little bit of respect that they won't admit was earned in between that. And that's what Kadri's job should be to do after that. Not just, I'm going to overreact, and, well, okay, overreact is the wrong way to put it. I'm going to take my energy, and I'm going to just let loose right now, and to heck with it. You know, the consequences are the consequences later. And that's a problem. You've got to watch that. And again, I've watched a lot of playoffs. I enshrined Dale Hunter into my personal Hall of Fame on this channel a few weeks ago. Dale Hunter, he had those moments, and those moments are why he's not in the real Hall of Fame. And he had those moments as a veteran, and there was no forgiving it. But when he was on his game, he was one of the best in the game. And Nazem Kadri, when he's on his game, he's one of the best second or third line centers in the NHL. He's fantastic. Got pushed down to the third line this year with the acquisition of Tavares. I don't think he has fit into the lineup as well. But here's the thing. Now, I see some comments like, oh, you know, they should just... Kadri's probably gone. I've seen some Toronto media like, just get rid of Kadri. Get rid of the only forward you have left with grit? The only guy left who can stand up for himself? That's a good idea. That's fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. No, what needs to happen is you need to have a staff behind the bench, and I think Babcock's a great coach, but he bears a little bit of responsibility in this, in that when Kadri's getting hot with DeBrusk, he's got to be pulling him aside and saying, hey, Nazem, I need you in this game, and I need you in every game after this one. You have to take this and channel it correctly. I know the kid makes you mad. I know you don't like him, but you're a veteran in this league, and we're counting on you for that leadership. And that didn't happen here. So Kadri, based on that cross-check, is out for the rest of the series against the Bruins. Can the Leafs beat the Bruins? Yes. Absolutely they can. They were in a Game 7 last year. They were in a Game 7 in 2013. These teams are not as widely spread apart as Bruin fans want to think that they are. And by that same token, the Leafs are not so fantastically more talented than the Bruins. They're pretty evenly matched teams that have fan bases and players who really can't stand each other. And I'm stuck in the middle with a channel that I'm going, okay, I'm a Bruins fan, yes. Do I agree with some of this? No. But at the end of the day, I have to report on it as I see it. And I tried my best to do it in that post game the other night, and I failed. I failed. So, yeah, I will be, the next time I see something, I'm just going to say, yes, suspension, no suspension automatically. And I'm not going to worry about any kind of fallout or any of that, because it doesn't work. All right, there you go. Let me know what you guys think about the suspension. Leaf fans hate it. The downvote is going to be high on this one. That's normally the way these things work. But I think it's fair. And as for people saying, well, why didn't they assign a game number to it? Because, as I said at the start, Nazem has a problem with the Bruins. Second round against likely Columbus, this doesn't happen. But let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, we are 20 minutes away from game time at the time that I'm finishing this video. And I'm excited for tonight. I don't intend to wear this garb for tonight's game. But I did get myself something new that I'm going to be wearing during the game. So, that'll be fun. And it'll get added to the countdown that will come up soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but soon. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.